Welcome. Welcome students, family, and friends of our graduating seniors. We're excited to celebrate their accomplishments and reflect on their years at the Sycamore School. First, I have just a couple housekeeping items. First, if everybody could take a moment to silence your phones. Also, there are restrooms right up here to the right at the entrance, and there are also more in the back, but there are two right up front if anybody needs them. I think, and just know after the ceremony is over, there's going to be plenty of time for pictures, and please stay for a toast and cake. It's an exciting morning. This is the 8th year of the Sycamore School and our 5th year of having graduates. This year's graduates have been with us for between 2 and 7 years. Jacob and Glory joined the Sycamore School in middle school. Nico and Dane joined us at the beginning of high school, and Seth transferred over to us during his junior year. We have among us several artists, a musician, an ambassador, and a thespian. Jacob and Glory are both very talented artists with a unique sense of style. They speak volumes through their art and are also passionate about social justice. While Glory is brutally honest and often outspoken, which I personally love and respect, Jacob quietly questions, and when he speaks, those around him stop to listen to his insightful words. Both of them speak from the heart with a direct and profound honesty. During his time with us, Dane taught himself the guitar and focused on that for his capstone project. His dedication to practicing his craft was commendable. Seth performed at every one of our theater productions each semester, and then he wrote a novel for his capstone project. It was fascinating to learn all the stories that Seth had in his head waiting to take shape and be put on paper. Nico shined as a student ambassador, TA, and host of Career Day. Nico values and cultivates friendships and an inclusive community, and he's made ours a better one for being in it. During their time with us, each of these graduates explored their interests and passions, creating and sharing their talents with our community. Each of these graduates is uniquely their own person, but they do have some commonalities. Each of them has had to overcome adversity in order to reach their goals. Each of them has learned that progress does not move in a straight line and that setbacks are a part of learning. In many ways, high school has the loftiest expectations. You're expected to excel across all subject areas and jump through a variety of hoops. Once you move on from high school, you can choose the avenues that play to your strengths. You can get a job that you like, select a specific interest in college, or start an apprenticeship in an area of strength. Going forward, you have choices. You can choose to go to college, full-time or part-time, community college or four-year school. You can go on to an apprenticeship or a cadet program, take a gap year, or get a job. However, whatever you choose, here are some tips to consider. Whatever you choose to do, show up and lean into opportunities. Throw yourself into whatever you choose to do. It will feel so much better to give it your all. There's so much out there, so try some new experiences. Try to stretch yourself. Another tip, faster is not necessarily better. It's okay to go at your own pace. It seems like when we're young, we're in such a hurry to grow up and check all the boxes leading up into adulthood. I say slow down. Enjoy that bridge between adolescence and adulthood. I know that today's environment can feel a little scary, even daunting. However, there's still so much kindness and opportunity in our community and in our larger world. I wish for you the opportunity to explore your interests, try something new, and allow yourself to stretch and grow with new experiences. I'm an optimist at heart, and I really believe that you can will things into being. If you really want something and are determined, you can make it a reality. I hope that as you launch into adulthood, you lean into challenges, are patient with yourselves, and use your determination and grit to achieve the goals that are important to you. To quote Eleanor Roosevelt, "The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams." At this point, we're going to have different staff members come up, and each of them is speaking about one of our graduates. So I'd first like to welcome Michael.
All right. Very nice room. I've had the pleasure of working with Dane over the past 2 years in instrumental music, and from the very beginning, I was struck by his quiet thoughtfulness and deep passion for his ideas. Though soft-spoken, Dane brings an intensity and focus to his work that speaks volumes. In the early days, much of our time was spent on the foundations: major scales, blues scales, pentatonic scales, the nuts and bolts of musicianship. It was clear that Dane understood these weren't just exercises, but the essential building blocks of all music. His willingness to engage deeply with these fundamentals showed his commitment to the craft. This past year, I had the honor of supporting Dane on his capstone project. He explored music that was far outside my own comfort zone, and in doing so, he pushed me to grow, not just as a teacher, but as a musician. Working with Dane has challenged and inspired me in the best possible way. Dane, thank you for what you brought to our program. I've learned from you, and I look forward to hearing where your music takes you next. Congratulations.
Thank you, Michael. Next, we have Ms. Michelle.
Hello, parents, relatives, faculty, students, and our 2025 graduates. Today I have the honor of recognizing a student whose quiet presence speaks volumes. Jacob is not the type to clamor for attention. He doesn't need to. His creativity, insight, wit, and unmatched fashion sense do all the talking. In our time together, I've had the privilege of seeing Jacob explore topics that many shy away from. His capstone project, a profound philosophical exploration of death, was not only courageous, but also deeply thoughtful. While others might flinch at the subject, Jacob leaned in and was unafraid to ask big, complicated questions. And honestly, I was right there with him. Morbid curiosity twins forever. But Jacob isn't all dark musings and existential pondering. He is also a gifted artist whose work with different media has stopped many of us in our tracks. Whether it's sculpture, digital design, painting, or illustration, he doesn't just create, he communicates. It speaks, and often it says something you didn't realize you needed to hear. He brought his talent for communication into our debate class, where he was a quiet force to be reckoned with. Jacob raised the bar, choosing precision, clarity, and thoughtful delivery over volume. One of my favorite memories of Jacob are from a creative writing class I taught when he was in middle school. Jacob's stories often starred his beloved dog, Travis, who is a supporting character with star quality. Through these stories, Jacob led us into his world, one clever line and unexpected plot twist at a time. His writing was sharp, funny, and often surprisingly tender. It made clear what those of us who know him already understand. Jacob may be quiet, but his inner world is anything but. And his classmates noticed. He was voted most likely to be a backup dancer and most likely to spot the iceberg. Both are oddly perfect. One speaks to his unassuming charisma, and the other to his sharp observational skills. Jacob sees what others don't, and then he does something beautiful with it. Next year, Jacob will be attending Marymount, and I have no doubt that wherever life takes him, he'll continue to notice the details others miss, create art that makes people pause, and ask the big questions with grace and curiosity. Jacob, thank you for bringing your depth, creativity, and uniqueness to our community. It has been a privilege to teach you, to laugh with you, and to learn from you. Just don't forget us when you're a world-renowned philosopher, artist, backup singer. Congratulations.
Thank you, Michelle. Next, we have Miss Julie. Sorry. Next, we have Mr. Dale.
So, Seth, what can we say? I had Seth in experience class last fall, and he and a classmate had a project to set up a business along the China Road. Instead of going up and down the road, risking getting robbed and killed, they very wisely set up a trading post and made money on everybody coming and going. Seth also used his showcase project to design a custom portable stove for the traders to use. From this, I concluded Seth has a great future of planning rest stops along the New Jersey Turnpike and deciding what to stock in the service stores there. Now, in French class, once a week we would watch a TV show in French to hear the real language. We watched a show called Lupin, which I highly recommend, about a con man and a thief, and there are always twists and turns to the plots. Seth could always figure out what's going on, who the bad guy really was. So if you're sitting at home watching a mystery show and you want to know who done it before the end, call Seth. He'll come and sort it out for you. Now, you might have seen on the slide, Seth has the distinction of having been the only student who went on both of our international trips. He traveled to Belize with us last spring, and there was a group in Belize that loved him, absolutely adored him. Remember who? The bugs. The bugs love Seth. I have this blood chemistry that mosquitoes hate, but poor Seth just took up the slack. So there we are, in the middle of nowhere, tiny town, wasn't almost really a town. No air conditioning, hardly any Wi-Fi, bugs eating him day and night, and Seth took it like a real trooper. He gets a lot of credit for that. Now, when we went to Paris in April, Seth had a different tack. None of us realized before we went there that just literally down the street from our hotel was a Five Guys franchise. Seth discovered this the first night. So who needs pâté de foie gras and crème brûlée, anything else in Paris, when you could go and have your burger and fries every night? And then I showed Seth the local grocery store, thinking he might find it interesting to try to sample some of the local delicacies. Remember what you bought, Seth? Kit Kat cereal. He has redefined the intercultural experience for us now. So we don't know exactly what Seth's plans are in the long run, but we are really going to miss him next year at Sycamore, and so will the bugs. Good luck.
Now we have Miss Julie.
Wow, Glory. It's hard to believe it's been 7 years since you first walked through our doors. I remember so clearly those early days in math class. You told me quite directly that you didn't like math and that you were bad at it. But I could see right away that there was something there, something determined. When you said you really wanted to learn your times tables, I was genuinely excited. You surprised me by staying after school to work on them with me, and I saw your determination in action. Day-to-day math was a different story. Some days were smooth, others not so much. Ms. Taylor and I often played a kind of tag team with you, learning how to navigate your very specific style. We compromised, we negotiated, and somewhere along the way we found that letting you use colored pens was a game changer. Your early math pages were rainbows of numbers, each answer written in a different shade. You'd spread your pens across the desk like an artist preparing a canvas. Honestly, I think you still enjoy using color in your work. And through it all, while confidence was never something you lacked, I've watched your early bravado transform into a more grounded, mature self-assurance. It's been a privilege to see that growth. One moment that still makes me laugh was the day you were out in the parking lot with a few friends, and I think one of those friends is here in the audience too. Ms. Michelle, Dr. Karen, and I all saw you writing mysterious words in chalk. None of us recognized them, so we looked them up. Turns out they were German curse words. While you weren't the one writing them, you were the creative force providing the vocabulary. After a good laugh, we made you come up, handed you some buckets of water, and made sure those words disappeared. Though I haven't been in the classroom with you these past couple of years, I've still been watching, still paying attention, and I've seen you stick with math, even when it's not your favorite. You've persevered, and you kind of get it now, even though you still question it. Your strengths and passions may lie elsewhere, but your ability to think logically and creatively will serve you well no matter what path you take. Glory, I'm proud of the student and the person you've become. Congratulations.
Thank you, Julie. And now we have Ms. Page.
Good morning. I'm Miss Page. There are certain people who quietly shape the heart of a school. Those who lead not with the spotlight, but with their spirit. Today I want to speak about one of those people, Nico. You have been a steady hand, a voice of reason, and often the first to greet others, as you did with me. Andrea met us right in the lobby, and we thought, oh, this must be a faculty member. There are big shoes to be filled right now, Nico. He always met us with a warm smile, the things that mattered the most to individuals, and still continues to be that person. In a world that can feel loud and fast, he reminds me of what compassion and kindness looks like. Nico is humble and looks out for others, whether making someone's day better with a thoughtful word or seeing that someone needs help carrying something. Nico, you have left your mark on TSS. This is my first year at TSS, and in a very short time, working with him in the senior group, he approached me to help him and asked me to help him with this capstone project, and I'm very honored I got to do that with you. In addition, he always walked by my office each morning yelling, "Hey, Miss Page, end of the day. Have a good day, Miss Page." And I know it wasn't just me, he did this to every teacher down the hall. And in a place where sometimes as a teacher, you don't get that gratitude, he made sure he did it. As we step into the world that needs more empathy, more hope, more people willing to be the light for others, I can think of no better example than Nico. I know I'm not alone. So for today, as we all celebrate this group, we turn the tassels, throw up the caps, let's carry a little of that kindness with us. Let's lead with compassion and empathy. Let's lift others as we rise. because the world doesn't need just more successful people, it needs more people like Nico. And I want to congratulate the entire class of 2025. I've enjoyed working with you.
Thank you, Ms. Page. Next, we have Ms. Andrea joining us, and there's a special presentation from the seniors to those they care about.
Thank you. I'm Miss Andrea. For those of you who don't know me, I'm the Director of Admissions and Advancement. I made this same joke at the fundraising breakfast if you were there, but we joked that I see the kids on their way in and on their way out. So I did have the privilege of working with these 5 seniors this year, and it was amazing to get to know them in my short year that I've been with them. At this point in the ceremony, we're giving the opportunity to the seniors to say thank you to the people who have gotten them where they are today. So some of them are going to say a few words, and they have roses that they're going to give out to some special people.
Am I giving a speech? Yeah, okay, sorry. I'm not emotional, I'm just a little overstimulated. Okay. I don't entirely feel like I should be up here right now. I feel unfinished, half-baked. I wanted to feel more perfect and more ready to stand before you and accept what's coming, but that's not how things are. These 4 years have contained a lot of challenges and changes for me that I did not expect. But, of course there's but. I am here before you, by all appearances, still alive. I've taken some damage, I've got a chronic illness or two now, but the important thing is I made it. I am proud of myself. This is a big deal in itself, and it doesn't matter that things aren't all perfectly in place. I hope my fellow graduates get that too. We should all be proud of ourselves. Now's the time for another change. This is goodbye to Sycamore, a place which for me personally has been something like a second home. I am feeling unfinished and afraid, but because of y'all who've gotten me here, I'm handling it. You've helped me get to a place where I'm really proud of all I've accomplished. Some people are gonna get roses from me. I don't have enough for everyone I've known at this school, but I mean it when I say you all did something to help me survive and grow. I made this speech mostly because I wanted to offer myself control over my own conclusion here, but I mean for y'all to all feel appreciated as well. I'm proud of myself for getting here, and thank you to all of you for helping me. you to everyone, staff, family, friends. You've all helped me so much to get through this. When I started at Sycamore 2.5 years ago, I was at a pretty uncertain point in my life. Public school was not doing what it needed to do for me. And then Sycamore came in, filled in all the holes that I needed, and they just helped me. And I found what I needed, and I think the general consensus up here is that we are shocked we're up here. So I think we're glad, but a little shocked. Thank you to everyone who came out here to actually support us. It means the world to everyone. Thank you.
Bluetooth disconnected. Bluetooth connected. Bluetooth connected.
Okay, I'm either gonna make a fool of myself real quick, or this can go really well. Uncles, Dad, if you get this, please. What's up? Okay. Sorry, that was a little loud. My bad. No, you guys not gonna say it back? Okay, that's no fun. Thank you. See, let's pay for it. I didn't really have a speech to say. It's kind of on top of my head at the moment. First of all, thank you guys for coming. There's a lot of people, either people that I knew that I haven't seen before, family of my friends up here, or my family. I haven't seen you guys in quite a while. I apologize for that. I hope you're proud of me. I'm up here now. First thing that popped in my mind was Ohana. Have you guys seen Lilo and Stitch? Family. Mom, can you stand up real quick? Dad, you too. Yeah, I'm gonna put you on the spot. Come on. All right. All right. Throughout my time at TSS here, no. Stand up, please. You too, Grandma. But okay. Throughout my time, Mom, you asked if wherever I'm in a new environment, am I safe? Do I know people? One of the common questions parents like to ask us is, who are your friends? As teenagers, we don't really like to answer that much just because, I don't know, we just tend to just say, hey, we just know people. But I hope you guys can look around you, all the new faces, all the people here, either in the front row, the teachers as well, that I consider them family more than friends. These guys have been around for 4 years. They helped me through a lot. They've seen probably my lowest days and also my highest days. They helped me through schoolwork or socializing. Coming to a new school and trying to figure out the whole application process was very difficult. I didn't even know if I was going to attend high school on time due to the fact that it was during COVID. I do not regret coming to TSS. I don't see any other better place where I could have been. I was kind of trying to get into Bell, which is like a public school, but honestly, I'm glad TSS chose me. And yeah, love you guys.
Now we're going to have the presentation of diplomas.
Dane Adams. Jacob Littman. Seth Short. Glory Schreiner. Nicholas Solis.
If our graduates could stand up. Graduation is a rite of passage filled with tradition. One tradition is the moving of the tassel. It reflects the student's level of learning and that they are officially high school graduates. Seniors, please move your tassel from the right to the left. At this time, I would like to announce the Sycamore School's graduating class of 2025. At the Sycamore School, our vision is to cultivate engaged, independent, lifelong learners who can think critically and apply their knowledge to real-world experiences in order to achieve personal success and contribute positively to their community. It's a balancing act of being open to diverse viewpoints while still remaining grounded. I'll end with a quote from Victor Hugo. Change your opinions, keep your principles. Change your leaves, keep intact your roots. Congratulations to the class of 2025.